经有好多好多年了，一道窄窄的海峡，割不断血脉中华。该回家了，别再让情人时常牵挂。一缕浓浓的乡愁，苦涩了多少春秋冬夏。等你回家，一家人不说两家话，要来一家亲，期待团聚中秋月光下。
And yet, despite all these fundamental maxims of Western civilization, the West is acting irrationally. And I'll give you 3 concrete examples. 100,000 Englishmen could rule over 300 million Indian ancestors of mine, just like that, effortlessly. And yet, paradoxically, United States, which is the most rational society on planet Earth, at a time when the average standard of living of the bottom 50% of the American population has stagnated for 3 decades, and the priority should be to take care of the bottom 50%, instead of focusing on people, the United States says primacy is more important than people. Any country that chooses primacy over the well-being of its own people is making an irrational decision, and nobody questions it.
国际社会的当务之急是推动停火止战，实现和平。中方一直在为此大声疾呼，奔走斡旋。美国不但对中国的劝和促谈努力视而不见，反而一而再、再而三地在安理会散布谎言，在乌克兰问题上对中国进行污蔑、抹黑。中方对此坚决反对，绝不接受。我们要奉劝美方，如果真心想要结束战争，就应该同包括中方在内的有关国家一道，做出努力，而不是甩锅推责，制造对立。主席，美国代表刚才的发言我们已经听过很多遍了，应该说了无新意。在乌克兰问题上，美方与其大唱高调，不如真正为推动和谈、缓解危机做出一些切实的努力。我们呼吁美国代表在这个大厅里停止无聊的指责游戏。Don't bark up the wrong tree.
For the past 45 years, there's been no major war. This did not happen by accident. This happened as a result of decisions made by countries and leaders here who understood that the priority is to focus on economic development and not get engaged in war. Traditionally, it's the educated establishment that should be more rational and calm, and the people at large may be subject to populist moods. But in the United States, paradoxically, I'm told that if you do the surveys of the population, the people don't share the same degree of anti-China animus that you find in the establishment. But the establishment in Washington, D.C. has locked itself into an anti-China posture. And today, it's impossible for any politician to say anything, just something rational on China. When you and I trade, both of us benefit. That's why we trade. But the paradox is that even though trade, right, is a rational activity within two countries, anybody who supports trade with China is dead politically. Now, which is bizarre.
Now, is the United States in a position to be a world leader today, even if other countries were desirous of that?
When the Soviet Union dissolved in December 1991, the policymakers in the United States, the security leaders in the United States said, oh, we're all alone. We're the world's sole superpower. What emerged was an incredible hubris, an incredible arrogance. Not only is the U.S. the sole superpower, but we can do what we want. We can go to war where we want. We can overthrow governments where we want. And in the meantime, China has become, of course, a world-leading power. Russia has become a lot more powerful. India is becoming a world-leading power, the most populous nation in the world. So you have many superpowers right now. And what's happening in Washington is sheer shock and anxiety and being completely delusional, thinking, oh, well, that'll go away. We still run the world. Now, Biden is the most delusional of all because he's the one that lives most in the past.